What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions, and we went through the Mantis Slayer. Not only got the ship, got the suit, but we got a bunch of stuff that we looted so that we could have credits. And then we went back to our base, and we spent most of those credits on building resources and decorative pieces in the Outpost, building and decorating itself, because a bunch of mods that add all the best decorative pieces. Just specifically wanted to mention like Nems Deco pack. It's legitimately my favorite decorative pack now for interior spaces. But that one, it uses credits. So even if you don't have a bunch of resources or access to them, you still can build an amazing looking outpost. If you don't have time to loot through a bunch of these little random things like this and not only pick the gear out of the crates, but pick up those miscellaneous items on the ground, you can collect all that stuff and use all that stuff in outpost building. And down the line at some point we will show that off, because that definitely gives it a far more lived in and realistic feel when you have that kind of miscellaneous clutter laying around. But a lot of those mods added as well. Nems Deco Pack is one of them. Real quick on screen, another mod I'm going to mention, Xenomaster. I talk about it all the time. I didn't want to use all 4 of my last CCD grenades. We got really lucky with Terry. We just had to chuck the one out and we got him. But I saw these roach buddies and it took 4, but it was totally worth it. If you're a fan of the channel, hopefully you know why. Literally the second video back after like 10, 11 months, something like that, since the last video update. I took a long pause, hiatus, in switching over from playing Ark Survival over to Starfield when Starfield launched. And after playing Starfield, getting the itch to start making some videos again. The first video that I put up was a top 3 mod review, and the second one was a review specifically. It was my first individual review video back for Xenomaster. The mod author, Ghostwriter231, is super cool. Not only do I appreciate the tremendous amount of support that they show me and the channel and what I'm doing here, but just in general, they are a super cool person, very easy to communicate with and interact with, and open to answering questions about this mod. Go back through any of the videos where I've talked about this mod. There's probably 2 handfuls at this point, and more often than not, Ghostwriter themselves is in the comments dropping even more nuggets of knowledge on how the mod works and different cool things that we can do with the mod. Literally, that just happened. If you noticed in the video where we ran through the Mantis Slayer, the first time I opened up the Xeno box, instead of going into the box to choose the Xeno, I went down to the dispense, the filled CCD. Literally had no idea what that meant until the video prior, where I think it was the video prior, so when we were going through Nova Galactic and I kept moving around Terry manually. In the comments, Ghostwriter was like, dude, you know there's an easier way. So like I said, super cool, and very open to teaching people, at least myself included, about how this mod works. Look at that though. Return of McNuggets. That was at the end of that second episode ever, the first mod review for an individual mod on Xenomaster and just in general on this channel. And at the end of it, we got a little roach buddy. We named him McNuggets, and I was in love at first sight with that little buddy. So when we started doing this quest, I'm like 4 minutes in, that's like 70% of this video, and finally to tell you what we've been doing, I guess, really on screen. Off screen, we, like I said, we needed credits, so we started the Back to Vectera mission. Figured we'd go ahead and get some easy loot, clearing through some of these POIs. So off screen, we already talked to and unlocked as a companion Lin. After that, coincidentally, we got sent to Crete to pick up Heller, and that's where we got McNuggets. And as you saw on screen, after we talked to Heller, we were able to unlock him as a companion. Free companions, Lin and Heller both. You just have to do this quest line. And if you saw on screen as well, or if you took note, I immediately talked to Heller before moving on so I could give dude his cutter, because if you're like me, if it's got someone's name and they're friendly to you, more so if they're your companion and even following you, then like I feel like they should have their stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like dude didn't give it to me personally, so I don't want to just be walking around deboing him with his cutter, you know what I'm saying? So I give it to him immediately so I don't forget, and then later feel bad when I realize I didn't give it to him. But after that part, we listened to the last emergency transmission, sent us over to this POI full of raiders, and you can try to fight them all. But this is like the second or third time I've shown, again on screen. In previous videos, I've covered this specifically, an easy end around for this POI. You just loop around that southeast bottom corner, and as long as you angle it right, you can run and jump right over the side, right in front of the door that leads you down to Barrett. You go inside there, they're no longer going to be attacking you. You go through that little sequence, let Sarah offer the 4K credits so you don't have to pay it. And now Barrett is your companion as well. So first Lin, then Heller, then McNuggets, then Barrett. I got those confused. So we got Lin, then McNugget, then we got Heller. Finally we ended with Barrett. All 4 companions for free, and 2 of them are right now with us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you press the like button. Hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know what you think, and take care.